which he was just then. Watch out.
24-yard carry right there. 1st and 10 now.
What a stiff arm. And another huge run for the Danger. Number 14, Ely on the carry.
Looked like that tackle was made. Looked like number 0 right there. The safety, Jarius Williams, on the tackle.
Yeah. Interestingly, number 14 on the jersey says Jay Johnson. Our roster says Ely. And another great run from Ely Johnson, who at number 14 for the Danger. Just, they had him in the backfield stopped, and he did everything he could to not just get back to the original line, but get a gain of maybe about 1 there.
King on the tackle again right there. Helped out right there by number 15, Quadarian Hardy, on the assist.
And this one's going to be moved inside the score 58 red zone as the Danger move inside for the first time today. Ball is at the 19. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6. And offsides is going to push it even closer. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 now.
And everything Clayton County did right on the opening drive,
it's gone wrong now.
Now let's see, the receiver ran down the field. They may have a conflicting viewpoint on this penalty call between officials. Like how Dalton just doesn't care. They get right back in the huddle. So they are going to call false start right here.
So it'll back it up. It'll make it 2nd down and 11. Pushes them out of the score 58 red zone. Ball is at the 24.
I think we're getting an explanation on what the penalty was right here.
You can see a shot there from our IFO.
That was nice to see. Some sportsmanship. That coach handled his discussion with an official much better than I do.
Wofford looking left, got a man, but very well defended.
Number 0, Jarius Williams, with the pass broken up in the end zone. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
He had him for a step, but just a little bit too much touch on that one. I think if he gets it out to him right away, he's got a shot.
That's got to be a hole throw. You have the safety over the top right there. You've got to throw that over the linebacker's head, and it's got to be there between 8 and 10 yards, and it's got to be a bullet. Putting the air up underneath it right there gave Williams a chance to, adjust, get over the top, and make a nice play on the ball. Lucky that he didn't throw an interception right there.
Yeah. It's a 3rd down now, and it's actually like 3rd down and about 14. Pressure shown, but nothing coming. Wofford tries to escape. He does. But they're going to eventually get him and take him down. They were trying to go, looked like they were trying to go for a pump and go at the top.
And I think he had him, but that would be King right there with the first hit. And he was helped out right there by Thalen Dorson, 00, and number 23, Monk Shears. So they all get a 1/3 of a sack.
I don't think that they track third of sack.
Guess what?
1/3.
Today, we do. I guess you could all give them a half a sack.
When I used to keep stats for my team, I would do that where I would give first contact a full sack and then a half sack to the other two.
That is what we shall do today.
And I would do that because I hated getting to the end of a game with, for the team, a half sack.
Yes.
For the team.
My favorite one was one year we had a guy that had 43 tackles for a loss. 43.
That's a lot.
And someone told me that our stats were wrong. And I invited him to come and sit down and watch it with me.
Mm-hmm.
And after he watched about 6 games, and he was like, no, I think you're right. I was like, I'm trying to tell you, dude, nobody can block 40.
Huddle really made, when I came back to coaching, made keeping stats just a breeze as far as, because I kept defensive stats, and making it so that if a player felt like I had missed a tackle or missed something, because it was tracked play by play, I kept it tracked play by play on Huddle. I could always say, just, okay, go to Huddle, give me the numbers of every single tackle that you made, and give me those play numbers, and I'll go and check it. And I had players every week tell me that they thought that I missed a tackle, and I had no player ever go and find play numbers and send them to me.
Timeout right here for the Clayton County Spartans, so that'll be their first timeout.
And it'll follow what I believe was a danger timeout prior to that.
And that was their second timeout.
It was.
So if you're the danger right here, you've got a long yardage situation. You haven't really been able to protect long enough to throw anything other than a fade.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion right here, this would be something where you send 3 guys to one side of the field, go to a trips look, and single up somebody on the backside and run 3 verticals, 2 from the outside receiver, a vertical from the slot, and send the number 3 receiver from the trips right down the middle of the field to split those safeties, and then read the play side. Whichever side, wherever the safety goes, you throw it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get that safety jumping that slot seam, then you go right down the middle of the field.
Well, it's just curious that they had so much success early on the drive on the first few plays running the football, but then they got away from it. Still early in this one, though. Well, we got the trips. Held on to it too long, though, and there is Speedy.
Wow.
Who got in. And that is the third sack of the day for the Spartans. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. So strong, bend but don't break defense played there from the Spartans. And the turnover doesn't end up hurting them.
Not yet. It didn't hurt him. You know, now you got to make the adjustment off of their adjustment.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 right here for the Spartans. I'm going to give them the trips look to start off with.
Pistol back for the first time in the game. Now they're going to motion him to the left of the quarterback. Going to swing it to him. Shrugs off a tackle and a second. He's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage.
I think it's going to be a loss of 2 right here. I think it'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
And
we got a flag on the play right here.
Might be in the area of blocking the back. Receiver kind of coming back, trying to help out. Looked like he might have gotten somebody in the back there, but
Either a block in the back or a blindside block.
yeah. But what a play by Thompson there.
They called face mask.
Oh, wow.
Dalton Danger going to get a face mask. That's going to be 15 yards and a first down for the Clayton County Spartans.
Which is just a bad to worse situation for Dalton because they had him dead to rights in the backfield, shrugged off a tackle, shrugged off a second, and was able to get back to the original line, maybe a loss of a yard or two, but get something out of that more than a loss of 6. And then you turn around and the face mask gives them the first and 15 yards.
Now you're almost to a tight end H-back or a 2 tight end look right here.
I think it's double tight. This one doesn't have his hand in the dirt, but they loaded the box up and brought everyone.
Goodness gracious. Wow. That might not be the kind of game you want to play against the Dalton Danger.
Yeah, they ran into what was about a 14-person box.
Yeah, you know my feelings on that. Spread to thin the box to run the football. If you're going to bring everybody in there, bring them in to throw the ball. You got what you wanted right there. Everybody came in and said, we're going to play football in the box. I'm thinking they're going to run the clock down and go to the second quarter right here.
That's exactly what they do. So at the end of 1 here at Kiwanis Stadium, the Clayton County Spartans are leading the Dalton Danger 7-0. They are in control right about midfield. It'll be second down when we come back, start the second quarter.
Once again, we'd like to thank our on-site filmers, Joey Russo, Robert Reed, DeAndre Wise, Tariq Coleman, and Bobby Bryant.
And of course, everybody in the studio as well. Got Fire Marshal Bo McMichael, Maya Barrett, Cedric Pugh, and Teddy Robertson as well. For Craig Chapman, I'm Alex Schaefer. But
Hey.
we don't really matter. We're just the voices, you know.
And if you want to follow us on social media, this is Score 58 Network. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo.
Where can people find you at Twitter, Coach?
At Coach Chapman or at Coach_Chapman09.
You cannot find me on Twitter.
You can find me on Twitter and yell at me. That's fine. I don't care. It won't be the first time nor the last time someone has yelled at me.
Do you check Twitter once every couple weeks?
No. I have Twitter. It is where I used to do a lot of recruiting stuff when I was the head coach.
Yep, it's a great recruiting tool. So back to double tight.
So we didn't flip, so we're just going to keep playing this way.
And they're going to get a false start there.
So after getting stuffed on first down, you get the penalty to second down and backs it up. Second down and 17 right here for the Spartans. And after that impressive first drive, it looks like the Danger have kind of figured out what Clayton County's trying to do and have made some adequate adjustments. And now let's see if they brought everybody in to open up the throwing lanes, because you can see right there, there are a ton of people in the box.
It's an 8-man box.
Slant lane up top is where it should be, and that's where they win.
And they had it too. It was just short.
I mean, that right there.
Skip that one to trying to get it back to Lorenzo Smith, who had the huge play earlier.
And that right there is the play. If you really want to, you know, maximize this formation, the RPO out of this formation is something that will, you know, it's going to light it up because they're expecting run.
Yep.
Any kind of inside play fake, you're going to get those linebackers out of the way. It's going to open up a huge throwing lane. You put corners on the proverbial island for real. And the way they played the overhang to the offensive left-hand side right there, you know, you can kind of pick and choose how you want to attack it by just counting the numbers.
So I guess we had a penalty on that one because they're back 5 yards.
That was the play before that.
Oh, yeah, that's a false start. And they're eventually going to take him down, and that was a hard hit out of bounds.
And that was the tackle made by number 17, and once again, no number 17.
Just strung that one out all the way, and Woodard doing everything he could to try and keep that one alive, looking down the field, but not quite sure why he didn't throw that one away at the end.
Trying to get somebody open. The one fatal flaw that most quarterbacks have is that the play is never dead.
But that one certainly was, and it's going to bring out the punt unit, which we will see for the Spartans for the first time today. And they have 10. No, I take that back. They got them. Yeah, no, they have 10. No, they haven't.
This is one of the most unusual punt formations I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's... What a punt.
Wow.
A really nice return on the punt, but geez, what a punt. Punted that inside the 5-yard line.
He did. Tackle made again by number 16, Jalen Thompson right there. 2 special teams plays for Clayton County, 2 tackles by Jalen Thompson.
Yeah.
That's a bomb.
Coach, he punted that thing 70 yards in the air.
Yeah, that was a bomb. An absolute bomb. So they'll say, hey, you take that comment you made about our punt team and just put it in your back pocket, sit on it. So now we'll see if Dalton goes back to the run game right here. Doubles look for the danger.
They do go with the run. Spartans not bringing pressure on that one. But the carry by number 4, Connor.
Tackle made by King, again assisted on the play by Dorson.
It's a nice little run there. Gain of about 7.
And if you're going to play a 5-man box against doubles, then that's what you should do. And they got it again.
Wofford can't escape again, and they're going to take him down for the 4th time today. Number 00, Tylen Dorson.
I think 44 right there. Charlie Jolly Jr. got there first, and then Dorson kind of finished it up.
Yep. Charlie Jolly Jr. It's a good football name right there. Out of Georgia State University, which he can be forgiven for.
So after a nice gain on 1st down, the loss right there is going to bring up 3rd down and about 11 right here. Loss of 8 on the play.
The Meg 2, the trench, coming out August 4th. You can see down there on the ticker. There's another Meg.
Well, that's a big old shark, man.
Yeah. And speaking of big old sharks, you got a shark on the outside prowling the island. And it is number 4, Lorenzo Smith. So he has now got the big catch,
And
a touchdown reception, and now an interception on the day. You want to say front runner for player of the game, Coach?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Dalton, after having, getting the interception and having a nice punt return off that bomb of a punt, gets a great gain on 1st down, sacked on 2nd down, interception on 3rd down, and Clayton County sitting in great field position at the danger 35-yard line.
And we now have a new quarterback in, which is not a surprise after the hit that Woodard took on that third down play. It's Jalen Thompson. Hands it off, and that one's going nowhere.
And that's number 17 again, Coach. Just shot through there, tackle for a 1-yard loss. It'll bring up second down and 11.
Jawan Drury, the running back on that one, out of Georgia State University, which he's forgiven for. Always hate seeing somebody have to leave due to injury, hoping for the best for Woodard. Came down kind of awkwardly on his ankle, shin, knee, kind of that whole area down in the lower leg. Oh, gotta have that one. Marquise Wheeler out of Savannah State. Can't quite make the catch on what was a really nice throw on the run from lefty quarterback Jalen Thompson.
Pass falls incomplete, however, to bring up third down and 11. As you can hear, the danger sideline was really adamant there was a hold on that play.
Yeah, that was not going to be good for a first down, but it was going to make it a third and much more manageable, and now they're up against it third and long now.
With as much, you know, with as many people as Dalton is committing to the line of scrimmage right here, I mean, the pressure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness.
That is a forever loss. That's a 29-yard loss.
That's brutal.
And they'll bring up fourth down and 35.
Would you say that pushes them out of field goal range?
I don't know. The punter kicked it so far last time. He might kick it through the uprights.
And the Spartans missing one.
Here it comes.
There it is. Now they have 12.
What a punt.
Oh my goodness.
Goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's right. That's the 5. I keep every time. This field gets me every time, Coach, because I can't see the goal line.
Painted in that beautiful gold color.
He's got 2 punts inside the 5. One of them officially wasn't in the 5 because it's the return, but
They're going to mark that down at the 4. Okay, then. Wow. So if the Danger want to tie this up, they're going to have to go 96. Which, you know, for me as an offensive guy, that just, to me, that's not a deterrent. That's just a stat builder.
yeah.
You want to punt it down inside my 5? Okay, here you go. Catch this.
That's one of those ones on I love seeing on Madden because
Oh,
I get
yeah,
extra
absolutely.
stats on there.
I'm just waiting for, I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for the Danger to, you know, run a little inside zone fake and then throw a release route to one of the slots because you're getting such immediate penetration.
Looks like they're going to say officially at the 5-yard line is this one. So it'll be 95 to go. First and 10.
You're going to get a timeout right here for the Danger, and I think that's their last timeout.
Should be.
So with 7:40 to go here in the second quarter, Dalton is out of timeouts. And you're not really sitting in a perfect spot being at your own, you know, just inside the 5-yard line.
What would they be if they're gold in the second half, Coach? What are they in the first half? So I hear you say that all the time. You can use them in the first half. They're gold in the second.
You know, in the second half, to me, you know, that's when you, especially in a game that's 7-0, in the first half, you don't want to lose a football game.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something where you think there's a possibility of, like, not having enough people on the punt team, I'm not calling a timeout. We'll take the 5-yard penalty and we'll punt. You know, I can't play an offensive play inside my 5-yard line without enough people on the field.
Right.
Now, I don't have Tony Dorsett to hand the trap to and run for a touchdown, you know, against the Minnesota Vikings. That's not it.
Danger now are going to go with a double tight set. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to go backward. It's going to be a loss of 2.
Yeah, that tackle for loss made by number 15 right there. And that's Quindarian Hardy, the linebacker.
Georgia Knights prep. And so the Danger in danger of giving up some points offensively, as they have it in the shadow of their own goal post. 2nd down and 12 from the 3.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be. Said the most obvious statement ever made in the history of sports announcing. And there's number 57 again, Joshua King.
Nice cutback. Still on his feet. But a nice rally there to end up taking him down before too much damage was done. Gain of about 4, and it's going to make it a 3rd down and 8.
Tackle made right there by number 6, Michael Slaughter.
Another run by Ely, number 14. They were going to have a decent gain on that one, and then he cut that back against the grain and almost bounced it all the way outside and nearly had a huge play for the Danger, but great rallying defense from the Spartans prevented that from happening. As it stands, it's going to be 3rd down and about 6, actually, as it's spotted at the 9-yard line. We're going to stay double tight. Quick shot.
That's tackle made again by number 10 right there, Speedy Key.
And it's going to be a gain of about 3, but it's not going to be enough for the first. It'll bring up a 4th down and 3. Maybe a 4th down and 2.
I don't see the punt team running on the field right here. All right, now we do. There comes Villa to punt.
He is not very deep.
And they are jammed in tight, so this has a chance for a great return right here. Wow. What a catch by Villa right there. Punt rolls dead at the 38-yard line of the Danger. Clayton County Spartans will take over right there. 1st and 10 with 4, it looks like what we saw on the clock was 4:26 to go.
Right about that, and it's going to be the loss of 29 on that sack. Again, just like the interception earlier in the day, doesn't end up coming back to hurt them because of a great punt and then great defense played on the other end to force the 3 and out. And they're basically right back where they started that last drive.
Yep. About, you know,
give or take a few
good
yards.
Lord, why did they mark the ball at the 40-yard line? Nothing happened and you lost 2 yards in translation. As Coach Collins would say, here's the line, spot it. So after spending the majority of the first quarter in empty, they've gone to more of an 11 personnel look.
Oh, that's empty.
No, that's 12 personnel. Good grief.
So
A loss of 14 on that.
it was like an empty double tight that they motioned to do the jet sweep, fumbled it, scooped it back up. That was Speedy Key, and
They lost 14.
yeah, and they just haven't. The jet hasn't been there for them all day. They had the one good play off the jet where they stayed with it, were able to just eventually get the edge, but beyond that,
Yep,
the Danger have shut it down all day long.
they have.
Now back to a bit of a pistol. That's a forward motion.
It is.
And after the quarterback run, the Spartans looking for a flag, but doesn't look like they're going to get one. And Coach, right now the biggest play of this game has been Woodard going out.
Yep.
That third down sack where he went out of bounds and got shaken up. And
Did they throw a penalty flag on this? They called a personal foul. Wow.
that is brutal.
Wow. So he's talking to both coaches for some reason. I really don't understand this.
I'm also at a loss. Well, while we have a break, want to again remind you that this is the Score 58 Network. We cover a wide range of games from youth to semi-pro. On screen could be your team. Check out the website for more information at score-sports.com. Do you need game day footage, instant replay, or highlights? Check out score-sports.com for more information. Do you want to elevate your team, provide highlights for players? Film review is important. We provide game day footage, instant replay, and highlights. So again, check out score-sports.com for more information. So after an extended conversation, looks like they are going to have called a 5-yard penalty. The ball is spotted at the 45, which will make it a 3rd and 15.
Yep. I don't know what that penalty was. And you got to think right now that the Dalton Danger coaching staff is about to explode.
Empty set. Catch made. Great throw from Thompson. An even better catch on the other end by Smith.
That's a first down.
It is.
Gain of 12 and a first down, or no, not that. Gain of 17 and a first down.
He went up the ladder and got that one. So the Fort Valley man makes another big play for the Spartans. Just under 2 minutes to go now in this one.
Got a timeout. It's going to be the 2-minute warning right here.
It will be.
And the Spartans are in a great place right here to try to take a 2-score lead into halftime. And you really would like to do that since the Danger get the ball to start the second half.
They do. And if you're the Danger, you want to try and prevent them at all costs from getting into the end zone, because you do not want to have to give up points and then not be able to get an opportunity to answer.
Well, and my defensive idea right here, and I profess to not know as much defense as everybody else in the world, but you have a backup quarterback, and they're sitting in this thing where they have a tight end on the field. So I'm putting my safety over the tight end. I'm putting a corner on both split guys, and then I'm covering up, you know, whatever it is with the other strong safety is going to take the slot, and I'm bringing everybody else. It's going to be, you know, I'm going to bring 7. I'm going to play cover 0 in behind it, and I'm going to make the backup quarterback beat me. And if you run the ball, you're running into a 7-man pressure. And if you throw it, you're trying to protect with 6. So I've got you outnumbered.
We're going to go with motion. We're going to hand it off, going that way. Nice jump cut from Speedy. Tries to get the edge.
And that's one of those things right there where they kind of sat back and we're going to just play the base, you know, defense right there. Trying not to get hit over the top, and they allowed Key to get up into the hole and then make an outstanding jump cut to the sideline and pick up 6. Bring up 2nd down and 4.
And going out of bounds also stops the clock. The Spartans with 2 timeouts remaining. The Danger with none. This one flipped out to Key. It's going to
Yeah, he's going to gain about 6.
He's going to get a first down. Clock is running, just about 1:30 remaining in the quarter.
I think Clayton County's got 1 timeout left.
Thompson takes off.
Get out of bounds.
Pumps. He's going to gain about 2 before he's taken down inside the 15 at the 14 in the score 58 red zone. Under a minute, you can see the clock going.
I'm guessing we have a timeout right here by the Spartans.
That's got to be what it is, but they let that clock run a while before they called that timeout.
Sure did.
And so by my count, they have 1 remaining, but Coach thinks that's their last.
Well, I may have gotten a timeout screwed up.
Or I may have missed one. Which is completely possible on both sides, as you got about 60 years of football experience between the two of us and about half a brain.
There you go.
So after the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 14. Thompson steps back, gonna fire left.
Oh.
That was very close to going the other way.
Coach, if the linebacker does not get the deflection, that's a pick, and it's a chance to get back to this sideline and make this real interesting.
So 3rd down now and 8. Myers trying to get the slant.
And he had him.
And he's down. So a Spartan down in the end zone. A hard landing for number 13. Deontay Robinson out of Tri-Cities High School. So after the incompletion, it's going to be 4th down. There's 41 seconds on the clock, as you can see. And they're going to line up for a field goal. Juan Cervantes out of Morrow High School. They have 10 on the field. This one's blocked. Cervantes grabs it. Oh, and he's going to go down before he can get the first. So the Danger survive.
They do.
Coach, with no timeouts, you are at the 9-yard line. Are you taking some shots or are you going into halftime?
We are going into halftime right here, and we're going to make an adjustment.
Ball is actually going to be spotted at the 10. The Danger have 8 players on the field. Sorry, 9. There's 10. There's 11 over there. And they're going to take a knee. And so they are indeed going to just go ahead and take this one into the half. And so at the end of the first half from Kiwanis Stadium, our score, Clayton County 7, Dalton nothing. You're watching us here on the Score 58 Network. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back and talk to you guys about some stuff at halftime. For Craig Chapman, I'm Alex Schaefer. We'll be right back.
Thank God for you, Prince. Thank you for DJ. Thank you. Hallelujah. Prince. Yeah. Keep it down. All right, we got hot chicken now. Come on. We got that hot chicken. I know you was waiting on it. The hot chicken is here. Come on. And the wings are finished. The wings are finished. Come get your wings.
Yo, we're not getting the championship right now. Don't win this game tonight. Right now.
Oh, high snap over his head, chasing it in the end zone.